19:31 left to go in this game, and we're going to see Billy Edwards Jr. and the Maryland offense sit back out there. Last drive they got inside the 5 of USC and could not convert on 4th down. And now all the pressure in the world is on the Terps to try to find a score. And if they can't hear, the game might just be over. Edwards Jr., quick pass, it's caught, it's Smith across midfield. Mason Cobb on the tackle. Not before Octavian Smith gets about 25 yards. Oh, they're going to mark him on the other side of the 50. 27 yards. They have it on the USC 48. A great start to this drive for the Terps.
I mean, if you have any shot in this game, that's a good way to start off this quarter for Billy Edwards Jr. He needs all the confidence he can get.
Edwards Jr., quick pass. It's Octavian Smith again. Can he break 2 tackles? No. He's wrestled down at about the 43. Jalen Smith, who had the pick in the end zone with the stop. And the Terps need a touchdown on this drive. Better believe they're going to go for it on 4th down. Edwards Jr. drops back, finds Wade. No! Wade dropped it. He would have had enough for a 1st down. Mason Cobb was in coverage. And it goes right through the hands of number 0 in red.
It's a great pass. Just too fast for Dylan Wade to react. It slipped out of his hands. Those are the mistakes you can't have when you're chasing 2 scores against a team like USC.
It would have been a new set of downs and the ball inside the 35. Instead, it's now 3rd and 5. Edwards Jr. has Hemby to his right. 3 wide receivers to his right. Quick pass to Prather. Prather looking for a block. He's going to be about a yard short. Jalen Smith on the stop, and it looks like a tush push could be in order. Jumbo personnel, as they call it, ready to come onto the field. They're going to be kept on the sideline. Maryland's going to try to run this straight up. Now they're going to move to shotgun. Nolan Ray's in the backfield, and this has not worked all night for Maryland. They need 1 yard. Wade is in motion. Edwards Jr. takes the snap, hands it off. Ray's got enough this time. He's trying to break away inside the 30 and take it down. And finally, Maryland gets a big-time running play. Greedy Vance Jr. on the stop. That's a gutsy call considering how that has gone tonight for Maryland.
Unbelievably shocked they didn't do the push push there.
Well, either way it works. 3 wide to the right of Edwards. 1 wide receiver to the near side. Edwards Jr. drops back to pass. Pressure comes. Quick pass, batted down, and incomplete. He's batted down on the line. 11:09 to go. Jameel Muhammad got into the backfield and forced the throw. So now it's 2nd down and 10 from the 29, and if you're Maryland, has to be into the end zone in this drive. No reason to settle for 3, especially with the way the USC is moving the football. Nolan Ray's in the backfield with Edwards. Edwards Jr. drops back to pass, finds Dylan Wade, who hangs on to it this time. He's going to get about halfway to the 1st down marker. Achille Arnold with the stop, and it's going to be about 3rd and 5 coming up. Now again, this is 4-down territory for Maryland, so they're going to go for it here, even if they don't get it. But you would love to just get it here and not have to worry about it, as their last drive ended on a failed 4th down conversion. Terps are 2 for 11 tonight on 3rd down. Edwards Jr. steps up, he throws, it's knocked away. Kamari Ramsey knocked that one down. It's going to be 4th and 5.
I'll tell you what, though, he's looking like Jalen Ramsey tonight. That guy has been unbelievable for USC. He has been their MVP on defense.
So the Terps offense has to go for it here. This is not the game. But again, the way that USC's offense has been working, this is a must-have for the Terps. USC fans starting to make some noise. Roman Hemby in motion. Everett Jr. drops back, throws it to Hemby. He's got to make a man miss. Can he? He does! He gets down the sideline, inside the 10. First down, Maryland. Grady Vance Jr. made the tackle, but it was Kamari Ramsey who had him short. He broke away from Ramsey and had a first down. A gain of 14 on a play where they needed 5, and now there's an injured Trojan. It's Grady Vance who made the stop. Wow, what a play by Roman Hemby. He had to make one of the best defensive players USC has, and Ramsey missed, and he did, Oliver.
I mean, right on cue, I just mentioned how Kamari Ramsey's been the best player in defense for USC, and Roman Hemby quickly shuts me up. That was incredible. Roman Hemby, number 1 with the body control to stay up, and number 2, the strength to get through a diving Kamari Ramsey, who, if that tackle's made, and you give USC the ball back up 2 scores, they can just try to bleed out the clock a little to establish the run game and run this clock as close to 0 as they possibly can to try to seal up a W. But now instead, Maryland a chance to bring it back to a 1-score game.
3 receivers to the left of Edwards, 1 to his right. Roman Hemby is in the backfield with Billy Edwards Jr. He takes the snap, he hands it off. Edwards Jr. to Hemby. Hemby pushes, Hemby dives, touchdown Maryland! The Roman Hemby drive is capped off with a 10-yard run.
You said it right, the Roman Hemby drive.
And Maryland's right back in it. What a game here tonight. 10 plays, 75 yards in just 3:29.
They just won't go away. Every single time we think USC is that close to locking up this victory, or getting close to that point at least, there's still a lot of time left.
We're going to have a review here to see if Hemby did get in. He extended with one hand, his right hand, to try and break the pylon. And watching that back live on the TV that's delayed above us, it looked like he got in to me. But as it is a scoring play, all scoring plays reviewed. So with 10:02 left to go in this game, we will have a break here. Even if Hemby did not get in, it's going to be essentially first and goal from the 1.
You're not in a bad spot if you're Maryland. This gets
Oh,
overturned.
it's so close. I just don't know if there's going to be an angle that can change it. Remember, it's got to be clear and obvious to have a call changed. What a 2-play sequence by Roman Hemby. Unbelievable. And if it stands, it's the longest run of the day. It does! And Maryland's an extra point away from making this a 7-point game. Maryland's going to go for 2. Oh my. So this is something that you see a lot in the NFL when a team is down by 14. They go for 2 because even if they don't get it, then they'll be able to be down by 8. It's still a 1-score game, and if they do, an extra point on a second touchdown could win the game. So this is a gutsy call by Maryland, who had the kicking unit out before the review. Edwards Jr. takes the snap, finds Prather, he's in! 2 points for Maryland, and it's 28-22. A beautiful play design there. And it's a 6-point game.
They just won't go away. They are just that monkey on your back. It just won't go away if you're USC.
How about this for a game, Oliver? 28-22, 10:02 left to play. Wow. And And the Terrapins lead by 14 with the football in Virginia territory right now late. And unfortunately, I don't think Ty Felton is going to get to Tet tonight. Still, another 100-yard game.
Who would have thought before the season that we'd mention Ty Felton and Tet McMillan, a potential top 10 pick, in a conversation for most receiving yards through week 3?
You got to give credit to Mike Loxley. Longest non-conference game win streaks. Maryland's number 2 in the country.
Well, currently tied with Tennessee, just behind Georgia. If they win tonight, they move into sole possession of second place.
And keep in mind, they play Villanova next week.
You know what? Give us Georgia.
Wow, that's a big call out. Bring Georgia to the shell. 3rd and 3 for the Terps here. Man in motion is Felton. Handoff goes to Ray. Ray up the middle. I'll tell you what, he's going to get it. He's going to get the first down.
And Ty Felton waving goodbye to the Virginia sideline now.
Well, when we got here, one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen live, we were down on the field as the Virginia football team arrived, all wearing suits to Meek Mill. They walked down onto the field, and they walked as a team from one end zone to the other. Standing in the tunnel next to us, laughing, was Ty Felton. Yeah. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
On both sides.
That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen by Virginia. And for Ty Felton to just be that relaxed, he backed up that laughter tonight in a big way. Billy's going to take knees, and the Terrapins are going to get back above 500. There's a lot of Maryland fans in that end zone.
And they're gathering over there by the steps as well.
That's an impressive turnout for the Maryland fans. And on a night game to come down to Charlottesville, especially after what happened last week, there wasn't much momentum in this program. Terp fans have shown up in a big way. Their voice is being heard right now. I think that, look, Maryland was favored in this game up until today. The line switched to UVA. I think it closed around 2. But Maryland tonight, they have left zero doubt. The clock will run out as Edwards takes the knee, and the Maryland Terrapins, with as big of a bounce-back victory as you will see, punched in the mouth at the end of the first half. They play as clean and as dominant of a second half as you will ever see. Maryland will take it 27-13 here in prime time in Charlottesville.
Talk about a tale of two halves. I mean, what changed, what didn't change? Defensively, the pass rush, the coverage, so much better than the first half. Offensively, creative, worked in some play action, different running backs, different route trees. They looked like a completely different team in the second half, and that's the momentum to build going into the rest of their schedule.
Wow. I mean, all you can really say about that second half is wow. The Maryland fans are the only ones who have stayed, and I can't wait to see how the team goes and celebrates with them. That's a huge win for Maryland. A team that was so doubted, Jack, coming in, and now Jalen Husky is the first over there with them. He runs right over as he should. He was phenomenal tonight. Terps celebrating. They'll sing the victory song as we will sign off. We thank you so much for joining us. Once again, the final score tonight, Maryland 27, UVA 13. For Jack Bowman, I'm Tyler Lochte. We thank you so much for tuning in here on WMUC Sports, your Terps, your station.